Ya van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and he has. What do you think, Sarah, of this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. So. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say that basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.
Good evening to everybody. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Today, it is a sad day in the world of journalism in our country of Mexico and ultimately in the state of Baja California. Sadly, today, one of the best photographers that exist in our state of Baja California was shot today, and he is reportedly passed away outside of his house. He was gunned down. It was a direct hit on his persona. He was gunned down outside of his house. His name was Margarito Martinez Esquivel. He was well known in the world of journalism over here in Tijuana, Baja California as El 4-4. That was his really methodical way, as telling people as a normal police officer when they say 10-4. He was better known as that, as the 10-4 guy. He has worked with several international networks, and ultimately he worked with networks in Tijuana, Baja California, such as Cadena Noticias, Punto Norte, Alfredo Alvarez Noticias, and he also was interviewed in a documentary in Netflix. His work was surrounded by great and excellent photography and beautiful coverage of what it is, the red note that is called La Nota Roja. That is all about, the continuous irregularity of assassinations in our country due to police activity and also cartel activity. He covered that for more than 25 years. He exercised a excellent profession. He was a great individual, respectful, and he managed his way excellent in every way. May he rest in peace. Margarito Martinez Esquivel, better known as 4-4. The dangers to report and the dangers to be a journalist and a reporter in Mexico are extremely hard. Mexico has become the most dangerous place for journalists and reporters around the world. Margarito was gunned down outside of his house, as reports here say that the Commission State of Human Rights of Baja California, it is demanding a thorough investigation into what happened to this horrible incident that may have rest in peace Margarito Martinez Esquivel suffered outside of his house. This is what happened actually, and it is so sad that it is so sad that because of rumors and because of false accusations and jealousy between people that they think that they are communicating in some way in competition, it took the life of a journalist because of that reason. The rumors are strongly in the journalist world over here and in the Union of Journalists, which Margarito was accused a couple of weeks ago of him managing pages that they were directed to expose. Also, directed to expose the cartel activities as they were exposing those pages. This other individual, he has a page who accused Margarito Martinez Esquivel. He has a page and he publicly said that he was the one running those pages. Immediately after that accusation, Margarito directly went to the Union of Journalists that is located right here in our city of Tijuana. And through the Yo Soy Periodista, I Am a Journalist network, they clarified that he was not the one running those pages in Facebook. And that he was, dedicated to do photography and in the area of the incidents of the assassinations of the cartel and the organized crime incidents. After clarifying that, they put a protection order on a journalist. That the protection order it is the fiscal general of the state has a protection order of journalists area that is goes hand by hand with the Commission of State of Human Rights. He went over there, he put a protection order to basically protect him, and accordingly it did not work. And the people that took away his life got too close to him, and he was gunned down outside of his house. Speculation is hard that the other person that has a page, per jealousy and also per accusations, false accusations that he was managing some pages, he was gunned down due to that. That person, it is going to be giving a statement right now. In a few hours, they're going to be investigating this individual, and this individual is going to go to the fiscal general of the state to be investigated as to what the journalists and the Union of Journalists in Tijuana are directing the accusation towards that individual who accused falsely Margarito of running 2 pages that they were directed to the cartel. It was a journalist protection order that is hand in hand with the Commission of State of Human Rights. Sadly, this happened today in Mexico. It is a really dangerous place for journalists, for us to exercise our journalism freely. We are in the tendency to suffer this kind of consequences. And Mexico has become a really dangerous place to exercise free journalism, as journalist in Tijuana said the only gun that Margarito had was his camera. And he put a protection order for him to be safe, for him to be with his family. And uh, sadly, this rumor of him running some fake pages of cartel activity immediately catch on to him and took away his life. And the person who was accusing Margarito of that, he got confronted by old journalists at the place where he uh, at the place where he was gunned down. And authorities are going to be questioning the man who took away, you know, pretentiously they say that he was behind of this. Sadly, this well-known nationwide and also in some parts of the world, they knew the work of Margarito Martinez Esquivel, who is in the world of journalism better known as Cuatro Cuatro, and ultimately he did this profession for more than 22 years, giving education to all of us on how to do photography and also to how to do real journalism and how to exercise the profession of journalism in a way that is professional. May he rest in peace. Margarito Martinez Esquivel. This is an article that it was released by Said Betanzos, another colleague and friend. He released it 1 minute ago. It says on the top, the Commission of State of Human Rights wants to do a thorough investigation and demands to do a thorough investigation on the assassination of Margarito Martinez Esquivel. And also they add on the bottom, the Commission State of Human Rights of Baja California are demanding the authorities to do a thorough investigation to the photojournalist Margarito Martinez Esquivel. And they are demanding to do it immediately. And the Commission of State of Human Rights does the condolences on the well-known photojournalist in Tijuana. This is the first journalist that has been gunned down and taken away this life in the count of this year of 2022. This is one of the photos of him that practically. This is another photo that you can know. You can get to know him more clearly of his work. He used to do a lot of work regarding, the irregular activity of violence and delinquents in our country. And I wanted to drop by and give you guys this news about, sad news in our world of journalism of Margarito Martinez Esquivel, which you see him right here working in the middle of, the an operation. And also you will see him right here. This is the best photo of him wearing the best of Fredo Alvarez Noticias, his Canon camera. And ultimately, right there, you see him. May he rest in peace. The protection order. Sadly, it did not work due to it works in some kind of magnitude, but when it's a hit, that if this was a planned hit directly towards him, it did not work. And also now the journalists are demanding the immediate intervention of the head fiscal of the state was there because of the protection order. And also some other authorities were there because of this protection order. I myself suffered from an incident on this year, and I had to put a protection order also myself that is also hand in hand with the Commission of Human Rights. I carry my protection order to whatever place I go. And I have my protection order right here. It's always here. It has my name on the top, Oscar Fernando Ramirez Delgado. And I have my protection order myself that I suffered an incident this this year, a really uncomfortable incident this year. It is imperative and it is important that us as reporters and journalists, we immediately communicate with courage, because a lot of us as men, we don't like to be, going to the authorities and demand protection. But in some cases, like you guys just seen, it is really, it's needed. It's really needed to do an immediate and thorough protection. And it is important that we also we protect ourselves immediately. As for these tabloids that also do not they do not uh, basically they do not know the seriousness of the aggression of words. These tabloids also from the United States. When it happened to me, immediately I got contacted. That same day, I was broadcasting the whole caravan in Tapachula, and immediately the fiscal general of the state of Tapachula of protection of journalists contacted me around 10 o'clock at night. They were calling consistently, but we were walking with the caravan, so we could not answer the phone. And after we got into communication, they immediately told us, you need to present yourself tomorrow into the offices of the fiscal general of the state right here in Tapachula. And we actually did that, and we exercised our protection order that is still it's active, and it is going to be active for quite some time. And ultimately, this goes out to all these tabloids. And it does not even matter really. I'm not concerned about people speaking about my past. My past, it is my past. I don't mind people exposing my past. It doesn't affect me, not at all. It's a matter of fact, I have grown so much. And thank you for the bad publicity that comes with good publicity, really. As the Daily Beast, not too long ago, did a hit piece on me, and also not only in the Daily Beast, but also in MSNBC and ABC and some other outlets. And they use this activist writer used a term that is really dangerous over here in our country of Mexico. And that term, immediately I took it to the fiscal general of the republic in our state of Baja California to put a claim of protection due to that terminology that this individual stupidly and incompetently used without knowing the repercussions that it might have, or incompetently this individual knows the repercussions that it's going to have. These kind of tabloids, they don't know their words. You get to understand what level of journalism they are on 101 journalism, step 101. And immediately you think and that in the circle of journalists right here in Tijuana, Baja California, immediately they contacted me. They said, Oscar, you need to do the next step, as we try to be as man as we can and brave as we can. And we like, no, I don't need it, man. It's okay. I'm all right with people, but they push you to take practically the decision to basically, they said it's not that you want to, it's not that you don't want to, it's that, the journalist union is telling you go and do it. So we had to go and do what we had to do. And ultimately the level of seriousness, it is, you can see right here the example is this happened accordingly to a jealousy of a page, and ultimately to false accusations that this man was running a couple of pages, that he was not absolutely doing that. Running these pages, as he exercised his profession for more than 20 years. What is the use of him running 2-3 pages? it doesn't bring him no income to his and no profit whatsoever. And ultimately, it ended up in this tragic incident. And it is really sad that in the world of journalism in our country of Mexico, it is really dangerous. And we had to understand. People need to understand the dangers that we do and the dangers that we encounter every time that we go out, every time that we try to exercise our profession, and every time that we try and to bring the news to everybody to basically know what we are trying to do. Mexico right here, in a couple of articles that I will put right here on screen for each and one of you. Let me just see if they're loading right here, because it takes a little while for them to load as I am trying to go back to the page. There we go. Mexico right here, it is one of the most dangerous countries for according to this article right here, according to the international article. It says Mexico, el país. That is a well-known, outlet. It says Mexico, el país más peligroso para los periodistas. Mexico, the country most dangerous for journalists. In 2020, they have been assassinated all over the world. 50 informants or 50 communicators, according to Reporters Without Borders. And it is, it is really. It's sad to hear these kind of news, as it is the most important thing is the level of insecurity that we live in Tijuana. And the level of insecurity in Tijuana, it is really high, the most high that it has been in possibly history. Tijuana still, it is the number one city for more assassinations in the world. And it has been like that. One of the communicators that he was on a live feed, a friend of ours, Jose Ibarra, was saying that he was right there present. And he was saying Tijuana has been continuous for more than 3 years like this. And it is sad that we are basically it doesn't go down. It doesn't, we don't, there's no control. And that is the insecurity factor that I have been saying for a lot of time. While we live in Mexico, it is completely different of what other countries are living in their normal life. It is extremely different, a protection order over here in Mexico than a protection order in the United States of America, where there is security. Over here, it is, it is different. So sadly, today, I wanted to do a short live feed, and I wanted to just do a really short live feed, really, really short live feed, due to the fact that this incident just happened. And I don't know if later on I will do another one, as I am trying to compile, the other information. I want to do just a live feed to explain what happened a few moments ago right here in Tijuana with the passing of one of the journalists of our country, in our city. And this is one of the sad things. I will put some comments right here in the live feed. Right here, there's a comment. Richard Vargas says, "Compa MM and 44, the dangers of speaking the truth about Tijuana's problem with cartel killings for the control of drug trafficking, but above all, the control of human trafficking and the nonstop child trafficking at the borderlands. Sucks we spoke about exposing the human trafficking by cartels, NGOs, R15s, and says, he adds right here, Compa, I'd like to congratulate you for a great and dangerous work in Tijuana, exposing the truth always. Support boots on the ground. Gracias. Richard Vargas, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You have been more than a follower. You were, a good friend, and it's good to hear from people that they know how difficult this is. Sometimes to go out late at night and to practically expose this. It is it is difficult, and it's not easy to do this. And sadly, speaking directly about Margarito, he was a great human being, a great photographer, by the way. He had an excellent talent, more than 22 years in this profession. And I just got an article that I want to show you guys about him to speak a little bit about him and his memory. So I will not get into too much of the actual you know the actual situation. I want to give the man the respect that he needs. That's why I am doing a short live feed, and nor I want to use his name for nor other reason. That will be a complete disrespect to his family, to his name, to his legacy, and to his followers, and ultimately to the community of journalism. What we do is respect his name and don't use his name for no other situation. So this is one of the photos, him in his automobile, wearing his press vest, and worked late at night all the time. He worked in the nighttime, covering all the incidents involving, the dangers, involving the dangers of the journalism in terms to violence, delinquents, assassinations, kidnappings, murders, trafficking, all that coexists with irregular incidents that they are. Last words that I might say: may he rest in peace. God bless his family. Um, God bless, their family in prayers. Condolences for their family of Margarito, as he was a great, great photographer. His essence of photography will be missed in the city of Tijuana and Baja California, and ultimately all around the work of journalism and all the journalists right here in Tijuana, Baja California. These are the dangers of journalism in Mexico. And sadly, today, there is a person that passed away. We will maintain the respect on not mentioning his name and not bringing up his name in no videos to practically, create some kind of fan or fanatic live feed. We are remembering his legacy and remembering who he was. And ultimately, we want to explain what a protection order is for journalists in our country of Mexico, as we have one also, but hopefully we will exercise it to the one step of the law, as we are going to. And ultimately, journalists, we are entitled to our constitutional rights. That is Article 6 and 7 of our Constitution. That is a freedom of speech. So, sadly, today, one great photographer was taken away uh, incorrectly, injustice, and in a way that is an injustice to the world of journalism in Tijuana, Baja California. Rest in peace, Margarito. Descansa en paz, Margarito. Vuela alto. Por eso ve y toma fotografías del cielo. Y toma fotografías hermosas desde arriba. Descansa en paz. Te mereces descansar en paz. God bless you all. We will do a live feed. I don't know if later on this afternoon or possibly tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining in. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always, your country's first. God bless.
van días y varias semanas.
He hasn't given no response, and it's been days, and it's been weeks, and What do you think, Sarah, of this canyon right here?
It's absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Tijuana in a lot of years, and seeing how wide open it is. I mean, I don't know if you could turn the camera around and show everyone just how wide open it is. It's incredible.
A couple of questions. No. Rashida, what is your opinion on the massive child trafficking that is happening? Y espero logren su objetivo de la justicia a su país. Luchen por su país. Say the best, basically fight for your country. Están bloqueando el acceso. ¡Viva! La Policía Federal o la autoridad nos está deteniendo el acceso y nos está deteniendo el paso para poder cruzar hacia el Zócalo, señores.